Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the next video of Crushing E-Commerce. My name is Travis Patel, and in this video I want to talk about your long-term plan and really understanding all the pieces you want to have going into play here. Pretty much with any online business, no matter if you're selling digital products, physical products, consulting services, doesn't matter. With an online presence, it really comes down to the same major pieces, the same major marketing tools that you want to have in play every time you build a business. Even if you're doing offline businesses, these are things you want to have in play, and these are things we're going to be putting into play throughout the entire course here. So we have our niche ideas. We know what we're going to jump into. We're going to go jump into the research here to really find out the products and the ideas, the angles we want to go. But right now we want to think about all the different assets that we want to put into play. First off is the e-commerce store. Obviously we need to have this sales platform, this marketplace with our products, our special offers, and this marketplace alone, we have so many different pieces we can fix with it. There's so many different changes and options that we can go around with it, as you'll see throughout this course. And that's just the foundation of what we're selling here, where our marketplace is. But as you've seen with any other business out there, it's not just the storefront they have. They have all these other assets that are bringing traffic in, building that trust, convincing people to buy their products, and all that stuff. So this is the same way we want to think about our business. Is we have our storefront where we're jumping in. This is where our main sales are happening. Now from here, we want assets and audiences and communities that we can build. Now when we're doing Facebook ads and we're doing our advertisement, we're going to be having social media going. So with a fan page connected with our store, that's one more asset, one more community and audience that we can really communicate with. And as you'll see later through this course, the way we advertise our traffic and our products, we're automatically building fan page likes anyways, so this is an asset that's just coming in for free as we're doing our other marketing techniques. So we can use these assets as social media. That's the start of social media. Once you get the fan page going, you want to start branching out to the other social media platforms because it all really works the same. Facebook is the same as the other social media platforms as far as the basic outlining of how you're going to promote, how you're going to market yourself. You might have different message styles or different technique of going about it, but it's all pretty much social media. You want to be social, you want to be that community. So you have the fan page, and then we're going to move into having a Twitter page. Then you're going to move into having a Pinterest page. Then you're going to create Instagram, and then Tumblr, and then Flickr, and then YouTube. And as you can see, there's a ton of social media platforms out there that you can expand into, and they all have their own audience. They have their own unique group of people who are interested in what you like. Someone who's on Facebook might not be on Twitter and vice versa. So you want to have the whole social media going. Now with that in mind, that's just the first audience asset. From here we want to start moving into email. Email assets are one of the most lucrative things you can have for any business because this is where you can really communicate, really reach people through their email. Especially today with mobile phones, most of us are getting just pop-up notifications throughout the day of incoming emails. So if your brand and your business is the one sending those emails, you're constantly in front of their eyes. And they see also social media, you're constantly in front of their eyes. You're doing the advertising, you're constantly in front of them. And at a certain point, when you have all these assets pieces going, people are just thinking, holy crap, Travis is everywhere. I can't miss him. And that's how I really got my name into the marketplace, was I started throwing my face everywhere. Even if I wasn't doing giant things, when people saw my face on a Facebook ad and they saw me on a YouTube video ad and they saw me over on Instagram doing something, and then they saw me on a podcast where someone else was mentioned talking about me, that's how people create that authority around your brand. That's how they understand you as an authority. It's those authority cues. If they see you everywhere, then obviously you're doing something right, is what kind of that subconscious thought is. So that's what we're doing with our brand here. We're putting our brand everywhere, and we're using each of those assets, each of those pieces effectively. Later in the course, we'll talk a lot about email autoresponders and setting those up, and they're very powerful for your business, so you definitely want those to get into play. And then from there, it's really about just expanding your traffic sources and your product line. You know, if you have social media going, you have email lists going, you have your storefront going, you have your buyer audience, you have your marketplace, your initial brand, then it's looking about that industry. Remember we talked about looking at niches that have lots of micro niches into one single industry, and this is how you can branch out into other angles, other marketplaces that are related to what you're already selling, and you can start expanding your traffic sources into things like search engine optimization, media buys, all this other stuff, and then even going into the old school type of media where you're doing like television ads or newspaper or billboards, you know, as long as you're making money with the business, you can even expand into those old school media templates if it's going to work for your system, depending on your brand and the offer that you have on the table. But this is the long-term plan. This is what you want to have in play. This is what we're putting into place here and are going to have together by the end of the course. Running full steam, all working together as an interlocking web. And once you have that kind of broken down basic idea of what's going to happen, then you can kind of fill the gaps. And I like the mind map, mind out, where we have the Don Mazuma beard brand here. We're really mapping out to have blog content. We're going to do all types of ad campaigns. We have our products laid out. We know what we're going to be launching in 2-3 months as far as new products. And that is our long-term plan. That's how we set it up, and that's how we think about it months at a time. We try and be about 2 or 3 months ahead just so that we know what's to come. So definitely start thinking about your long-term plan. Understand the email assets coming, the social media you're going to put into play, and the storefront. Those are our main 3 pieces. And then from there, it's about expanding, making that work in other arenas as well. So thanks, guys. Travis Patel here. I will see you in the next video.